Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan, and the game we're going to talk about today is Bible Adventures! Isn't this the coolest shirt? I got it from Stone Age Gamer. Make sure you go get the shirt from there. I'm going to put it in the link down below. Oh, and I will cover this game in a future episode. Believe me. Totally believe me. So, Bible Adventures. We played this game on the main Battle Geek Plus show.
Barrel, blah, 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 blah. Don't care.
And I did a Best Games Ever with Totally Tubular Tim episode on this game.
Bible Adventures!
And now, we are down to the real deal. The real Bible Adventures. So, growing up, I went to a Christian school, and back then, video games in the 80s and 90s were still kind of seen in a negative stigma, kind of more in a way of it's ruining kids' studies, and there were some demonic games like Castlevania and Final Fantasy and Dragon Warrior with demons. Ugh. But I remember going into this Christian bookstore called The Lighthouse, and behind this glass I saw a cartridge, like the box for the cartridge of Bible Adventures, and kind of being a hardcore devoted Christian back in the day, because all the Christian values were ingrained in my mind that everything Christian is good. I wanted to play this game. I really wanted to play this game. I saw it as an opportunity to tell my parents, hey, I can learn about the Bible with my Nintendo. The Nintendo you guys despise so much, which was responsible for lowering my grades and making me totally antisocial. Yeah, but obviously my parents, said that doesn't look like a real Nintendo game, so, we're not gonna buy it. Yeah, so there was this Ma and Pa game shop that finally had the game, and I was able to convince my dad to rent it for me. And even before I even played the game, being the devout Christian I was with my moral values of Christianity, I was already convinced this game's gonna be great, because this game is a gift from God. And then I finally played the game. I think this game was the spawn of Satan. In disguise as Bible Adventures, this game came from the depths of hell! So I remember playing this game, and the first game I chose out of the three was Baby Moses. And I remember that nice biblical tune that played during the title screen, then playing the game and hearing that really, really repetitive, non-inspiring music. Just listen to it. And it plays for all three of the games. You're going to be hearing this tune for all three of the games. It really puts you in a very, very religious mood to crucify this game, burn it with fire, and send it down to the depths of hell. So I remember being attacked by the Philistines, and all these enemies on all sides, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to save Moses by throwing him in the river.
Congratulations, that's the most exciting part of the game.
That is.
Done.
Ryan, you are such a bitch.
God, I'm a monster. And then the next level, I had to do it again. And again. And again. Just like in the Bible. And so then I finished that game, and then I moved on to Noah's Ark. And wow. I remember, so Noah's Ark, is a bit more like Super Mario Bros. 2. You gotta carry two of each animal. Wait, that was 4. Okay. 2 of each animal into the ark, and some of the animals you couldn't easily carry. You had to hit some of the enemies like the squirrels with some nuts, And then there's the goats and the sheep. And then you have to do this again and again and again for every level. You know what, I actually do think this is pretty accurate to the Bible, because Noah had to put a lot of animals inside that ark, and it was a large ark. So then I played David and Goliath, and through all of my religious and Christian perseverance, I was able to get to the final battle with Goliath. And I defeated him in the most goofy way possible. Yeah, so I remember back in grade school, I would watch these Bible movies, and they actually had an animated Bible movie that where David threw the stone at Goliath. It showed blood. I saw blood coming from Goliath's head in the 3rd grade in a kid's video. And you defeat Goliath Super Mario Brothers style. So you know how long it took me to finish all 3 of these games? One afternoon. The exact same day I brought this game home after renting it. I was that bored that afternoon. And I tried to convince myself that these games were good because they were Christian games based on the Bible. So that automatically means that they were good games, right? Right? Forgive me, God, for I have sinned by playing Bible adventures. But in all honesty, are these games really that bad? I mean, you've probably watched every single review on the internet about these games. You've read about these games, how terrible they are. But are they really that bad? Kinda yes and no, but I played worse. But the funny thing about these games was they were so popular because they were based on the Bible. I mean, if these were like generic platforming games, they wouldn't be as nearly as popular. Like, they were so popular that Wisdom Tree, still decided to sell them on their website for many years, which you can still buy now. And you can even buy them on reproduction cartridges from Wisdom Tree itself. And you can even buy, 3D Noah's Ark on Steam. And you know what? You can buy these games on the Arkade. The Arkade, which is a plug-and-play system that you can play on your modern-day TV. The legacy of these games is still alive, and that's amazing, and that's actually pretty cool. There were no games like this at the time. I mean, video games back then had the stigma of, ruining children's studies, ruining their social lives. Kids waste their times playing games. But there were never really wholesome Christian entertainment games. And I bet kids younger than me actually really like these games. Which is why they're still popular to this day. And which is why they were remade in the arcade. So now you can just plug and play these games whenever you like. And there's more of them. There's Bible Buffet. There's Exodus. There's Super 3D Noah's Ark. I mean, these games still live on. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, you can get these games on Wisdom Tree's site. You can play them on your PC. You can actually get reproduction cartridges of these games. And you can play them on the arcade. Yeah, so that's Bible Adventures. A weird anomaly of the late 80s, early 90s that Wisdom Tree thought there needed to be more Christian entertainment on the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Super Nintendo. So, they decided to go forth and make their mission happen. Yeah, so from what I heard, the current CEO of Wisdom Tree actually appreciates the reputation of these games, and she's had a good laugh. Because, these games still sold well. There's still a group of people that actually really like these games and still want to see them do well, with the arcade and with Wisdom Tree selling the games on their website. These games will live on forever and ever. In God's name, amen. So that wraps up this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about Bible Adventures. And if you have any memories about this game, make sure to leave those in the comments below. Take care. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about Bible adventures. And if you like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said before, if you have any memories about this game, make sure to leave those in the comments. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter. Wait, I got those two reversed. But anyways, make sure to buy our awesome t-shirts, and you can buy this t-shirt from Stone Age Gamer. And also make sure to donate to our Patreon so we can buy some more games to cover on the show, and every dollar you donate helps us make you a better show.